Well, the Human Library is a safe space where people that volunteer to be an open book for you, the reader, and answer your questions. And the people that volunteer to be books are people that have personal experiences from suffering under stigma, stereotypes, even from hate crimes. Most of them are members of a minority group, some sort of minority group, or work in an occupation that carries a heavy stigma, or comes from a social background that carries a stigma. What all our books have in common is they are able to challenge the stereotypes, sort of help you hear from the horse's mouth. What's it like to be a refugee? What's it like to live life as transgender? What's it like to be a police officer? Where do you go at night when you're homeless? How do you live a life with HIV?
Right, and you mentioned that earlier of like the humanity of empathy is really big. If you are stigmatizing people with HIV, the first thing that you should do is go talk to someone with HIV.
I mean, sometimes people have unconscious bias.
Sure.
All of us have unconscious bias, and all of us judge. So we'll judge something based on that little information that we have, and we're doing that to position ourselves safely from the things that could be dangerous.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not about deselecting you personally.
Right.
It's about navigating the dangers of diversity, things that we don't understand, things that are foreign to us, strange, that we might be concerned about because we don't understand them. Once we understand how they're different, why they're different, and how this impacts or doesn't impact us and our ability to be who we are, we feel better. You know, we feel safer. We feel more calm about it. So basically, it's about getting to know that thing that you didn't know, and then you're probably going to feel much better. You're also allowed to walk away and not feel better. I want to make clear that our agenda here is not about, because you said empathy.
Right.
And I said, sure, maybe.
Maybe. Yes.
Could also be I come away feeling animosity.
Right.
Oh my God, you politicians, you know? Or you police officers, shoot first, ask questions later.
Right.
Or that I come away feeling confirmed that this was the image I had of you immigrants from Latin America, or you this or that, and I come away confirmed in my judgment that the assessment I made is the same, or even perhaps more negative if it was negative. We don't really have an opinion. What we want is for you to make up your opinion.
Right, more information.
Yeah, so we want you to have a qualified basis for your decision making.
Yes.
Not what you decide. We don't have an opinion about that. We're a library. How many libraries care what you feel? Look, what is it about the library that makes it so unique? Full freedom.
Right.
The information you want is the information you can go and get.
Yeah.
So all we do is make the information available.
Yes.
Number two, who's welcome in a library?
Everyone.
Rich,
anyone, everyone.
Poor, homeless, guy who lives in a castle. Who can come there? Everybody. Tall, short, thin, heavy. Everybody. Can people who don't read come?
I mean, sure. To learn to read.
I mean, No.
Or not even, just to be there. Yes.
Can I be there still, even though I don't read?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yes.
So I can listen to sound tapes, audio books.
Of course.
Or just have a conversation with someone. Or maybe somebody will read for me.
Right.
Yeah.
There's all different ways to see it.
Engage, to interact, to absorb information. What's interesting about the library is it's the most neutral institution in our society and our culture.
It really is.
And it's the only place that's so inclusive that everybody is welcome. So for us, the library is the perfect wrapping around a safe space to have a very, very personal conversation with a stranger.
Right.
And get to know about them.
And then you mentioned, I think it says, quote, a global, innovative, and hands-on learning platform.
Yes.
So then how did that come about from your first humble beginnings of one event? And then all
but because there was, I don't like to say epiphany because it sounds religious, but I had sort of an insight.
Yes, okay.
When I saw the thing working, I didn't know, my colleague said to me, but what if nobody comes? I said, if nobody comes, the police officer will be talking to the free marijuana activist. The two football fans will be talking to each other. The Buddhist and the Jew and the Muslim and the Christian and everybody there might get into a nice conversation. The homeless guy will talk to the, we're going to win small oh, we're going to win big, but we're not going to lose. I convinced my coworkers. And they said, all right, we believe you. And so when readers came and took advantage, I understood we were winning big. I saw that the first day. And then I thought, well, why should this be the only victory when we can win the world with this? And so I just made a decision. I could tell it was all people coming out of there. And I could just tell this works. And I had this feeling this could work in any society. In China, in New Zealand, in Uganda.
That proof of concept was really integral to you finding, of being like, okay, well, this works. And the other things
Look,
maybe not.
I know myself. And I knew myself. I'm like, everybody judges. Even me. We all judge. So do I think people in Nepal judge less than I do? No. Do I think people in the Sudan will judge less than I do? Okay. So do people in Sudan know about a library? I'm sure they do. Because library's been around for like
thousands of years, since human antiquity.
It's where we always got our information.
Sure.
And now it's a place we can go and rekindle our humanity, mirror in each other, agree to disagree, or find new relations.